Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. I hope this video reaches at least 1 million people because at least 1 million people need to know what I'm about to share. This past April 15th, I put out a video on why Jackie Robinson was really called up to the white major leagues on April 15th, 1947. After posting that video, somebody asked me if I had ever heard of Moses Fleetwood Walker. And the reason they asked me that is because on the MLB's website, Major League Baseball, it says that Moses Fleetwood Walker was the first black man to play in white Major League Baseball. And here all this time, I thought it was Jackie Robinson. And each year, the baseball league celebrates Jackie Robinson Day as the first black baseball player to play in white major league. So why this forgotten chapter from the 1800s about Moses Fleetwood Walker, who was called up in 1884? You know, that's 63 years before Jackie Robinson made his debut. This is going to blow your mind, and at the end, I'm going to spell it out for you if you don't put it together while I'm presenting this. Also, down in the description, I'm going to link the video about Jackie Robinson Day. If you missed this video, please watch it right after. This is mind-blowing stuff right here. So Moses Fleetwood Walker was called up to Major League Baseball on the date May 1st, 1884. And 1884 is an interesting year. That's the year the Fabian Society was created. Look up what the Fabian Society is. Society, a think tank dedicated to world domination. George Orwell was a member of the Fabian Society. He wrote the book 1984. 84 is the key number. Special number to Masonry, Zionism, the Jesuits. All interrelated. The name Moses Fleetwood Walker in gematria sums to 84, like the year he was called up in. Baseball, America's game, America's pastime. United States of America sums to 84. Again, like Jesuit, Masonry, and Zionism. The name Moses Fleetwood Walker also has gematria of 105, and why this pops out is because Jackie Robinson Day is every year April 15th, the 105th day of the calendar year. Jackie Robinson said to be the first black baseball player in white major league, but really it was Moses Walker. And again, Masonry and Zionism also have gematria of 105. The day Moses would die, he would die May 11th, 1924. What jumps out about this date is it's a date with 59 numerology. Number coded on Jackie Robinson and black people all throughout history. The word kill in Jewish gematria is 59, just like how Negroes 59, slaves 59, blues is 59. Jackie was the nickname for the man born Jack Robinson. Jack Robinson also sums to 59. There's a reason Motown came out in the year 59. So Moses murdered, no doubt, on a date with 59 numerology. This has happened to many black men throughout history. Bob Marley himself was murdered on this same date in history, May 11th. If you've never seen my work on Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, please check it out. Anyhow, 5 and 9, numbers coded on black people throughout history, along with 42, the number that Jackie Robinson wore. There's only two numbers when you write out that sum to 42. They are 5 and 9, the numbers that you put together to make 59. If you write out 5, 42. If you write out 9, 42. Look at what the name Moses Walker equals. You take out his middle name, Fleetwood. You're left with Moses Walker, 42. 42, 59 stamped on black people throughout history. The name Jackie 42, like Masonry 42, like Zionism 42, like Secrecy 42, like Freemason 42, like Nigger 42, like February 42. February's Black History Month, the only month that sums to 42, ends on the awkward 28th day. There's 31 days in January. The end of February is the 59th day of the year. February equals 42, ends on the 59th day. History 42, brothers 42. The word boy using the alphabetic order is 42. Think about how boy used in a derogatory way towards black men. Slavery 42, Martin 42, Malcolm X 42, and there's even more. But anyway, Jackie Robinson wore 42, what he's remembered for. They made a movie called 42. If you go back and read the reviews about 42, everything says great movie. The one flaw, it uses the word nigger too much. 42. Go back and look at the O.J. Simpson trial. Do you know how many times Mark Furman reportedly used the word nigger? Go back and watch the trial. A woman gets on the stand and says she was in a room with Mark Furman and she heard him say on the phone the word nigger 42 times. Now ask yourself, who would ever be counting? How could you give such a specific count? Was she sitting there with a, did she have a pencil and a paper? And she's like, oh my God, 1, 2, 3 times? No, it's because this is all a show. The O.J. Simpson trial is a complete hoax. No one got murdered. O.J. Simpson never went to prison. It's all a show. It's all a big joke. See my work on the O.J. Simpson trial? And all this stuff is racist propaganda. It's all about making people focus on race, division. That's what it's all about. That's why they bring up Jackie Robinson Day every year, because it reminds us about racial difference. This is what the powers that shouldn't be want. So get this right here. This is the stat line for Moses Walker. Just one more time, Moses Walker, 42. Can you believe how many baseball games he played in the Major League? He played in exactly 42 games. What makes me so sad, Truth Seeker, is I've been putting out this knowledge since 2013, video after video with this kind of definitive proof of what's going on in the world, and I can't get people to take my work seriously. I can't get people who know me to take my work seriously. Everyone just keeps shrugging their shoulders and saying it's a coincidence, like they're brain dead. We need to wake up, and we need to recognize what's been going on for hundreds of years. This is a sick nation. This is a satanic nation. There's a magical spell over the people of this nation that keeps them from seeing the obvious. It's time to see the obvious. The date he was called up, May 1st, 1884, date with 108 numerology, Major League 108. Remember last year in spring training, I guaranteed the Cubs would win because of the significance of 108 to baseball. If you didn't know, a baseball has 108 double stitches on it, every single baseball. See my work on baseball by the numbers. Or should we just do it again real quick? Just in case you're new here and you're a skeptic, let's just put this to bed real fast. Watch what happens when I write out the word baseball. Notice 2 forms of gematria based on the alphabetic order. Baseball sums to 54. 54 outs in a complete game. 9 innings. 3 outs per team per inning. That's 6 total outs. 6 times 9, 54. 162 games in a Major League Baseball season. Watch what happens when I type Major League Baseball. 162. Just like baseball alone. 162 game season. And what you should know, Sumerian gematria, which is where you multiply the alphabetic order times 6. A is 6, B is 12, C is 18. MLB, 162. And just one more for kicks. In Jewish gematria, the end equals 162. 162 game season. So, other notes that you see on the screen, the date Jackie Robinson was called up in 47, date was 66 numerology. The focus was segregation. The word segregation has gematria of 66. Notice the name Moses Walker also shares the gematria of 66. Jackie Robinson, the day he was called up, was also a date with 85 numerology. Jackie Robinson Day equals 85, like Brooklyn Dodgers. If you haven't seen my video on the death of Jackie Robinson, please watch that. A whole lot of other related information. What creeps me out about my Jackie Robinson video is at the end of it, I talked about the death of his son at age 24, the reflection of 42 in a car accident. And I said how in the world of celebrity and professional sports, if you pay attention, a lot of people around these athletes drop dead. Car accidents, mysterious heart attacks, mysterious murders. It happens again and again. And if you watch my video on Jackie Robinson, something possessed me to talk about Isaiah Thomas, the Boston Celtic basketball player. And later that same day, it became a news headline that Isaiah Thomas's sister was killed in a car accident, which I also have a video on. Regarding this 85 connection and Isaiah Thomas being a basketball player, I just want you to know that basketball is 85 as well. Just like 22, his sister died at age 22. Talked about how the word king has gematria of 22. He used to wear number 22 for the Kings. See the video. But anyway, Truth Seeker, this is what's going on in the world. Ritual, sacrifice, ritual, sports, rigged by the numbers, you know, treating human beings as if they're not human beings. You know, this whole thing is sick. Here's what I'm going to spell out for you. If you're not getting it, if you're not putting it together, if you're not understanding how all of this can be orchestrated, there's only one way. And I've also been explaining this for years. And with each video, people should understand more and more that I'm absolutely correct. The only way this is possible for these people to have the right names, the right birthdays, the right date of deaths, again and again, is to show or is to understand that it is all controlled. For years, the Freemasons, the Zionist Jews who run this nation, who run this world, they have been birthing and breeding human beings for things that they're going to use them for. From sports to theater to music to even elected office. We are living in a world of Manchurian human beings that are born and bred to fulfill their planned destiny. And think about what was going on in this nation. You know, people need to know the truth about the slave trade in this nation. The truth is, it was mostly run by Jewish people, which should come as no surprise because Jewish people have always controlled the money and had the power for controlling it. The slave trade in this country very much traces back to the Zionist Jews, the same ones that always want to associate their struggles with the black man. It's so sick. Look at what they've done. They have bred slaves for centuries, building them bigger and stronger so they could do more work. Over time, they realized, you know what? We've created these big, strong slaves. These people would be great in our sports leagues that we're now creating to distract the masses. That's what sports have always been here for. The reason your society maintains the sports isn't because they want you entertained. I mean, they do. But the whole reason they want you entertained is just so you're distracted and going along with their tyranny, which almost every man in this world does. Goes along with the tyranny while watching their rigged sports games that somehow they're failing to see are rigged. It's very clear pro sports are not legitimate. It's very clear collegiate sports are not legitimate. It's all very obvious if you're an athlete, if you've ever played sports. That's why I don't get why more people don't wake up, you know? But this is it, Truth Seeker. Moses Walker was a Manchurian. He was born and bred to play baseball, just like Jackie Robinson, and that's why they killed off both of these men by the numbers, the same numbers. How many black men have I talked about who died at a young age, killed on a date with 59 numerology? It's not just black men, it's black people throughout history that you know their names. You know, from Rosa Parks to Jackie Robinson and more. Show a few more things here about Fleetwood. Again, Jackie Robinson was called up in 47 degrees on the Freemason compass. The Freemasons have the 47th problem of Euclid. The name Robinson 47, Jackie Robinson called up in 47, Foundation 47, Pole Star 47. The 47th problem of Euclid for the Freemasons is about how to build a perfectly square foundation using the Pole Star, which is the North Star. You see? His nickname, if you read what was up on the screen above, his nickname was Fleet, you know, meaning you're quick, agile, Fleet. Fleet is a word with the 223 gematria like Masonic, like the Synagogue of Satan. They killed him on May 11th. Masonic 115, killing 115, date having to do with Saturn. Saturn has to do with time and judgment. These Freemasons, these Zionist Jews who've been doing this for centuries, we as a people need to bring their game to an end. These people think they're God, and they might as well be. You know, they are controlling the minds of the masses. They are getting away with murder and everything else. The people need to wake up, and we need to show them they're not God. And them getting ousted and put out of commission once and for all is long overdue. You know? The name Fleetwood, the middle names, also has the 42 stamp on it. No coincidence there. You know, 42 games he played. He died at age 67, blood sacrifice 67, Freemasonry 67, Satanic 67. Again, it's the Synagogue of Satan running the show. So anyway, Truth Seeker, that's enough for now. I'll link these posts down below. I'll link the post on Jackie Robinson along with the video. Help these videos get views. Most of my videos get suppressed and I have no idea how many people really want them. I know that right now my video on Stevie Steve race war propaganda from Easter Sunday is getting out. 145,000 views. Let's see if it's still blowing up in the views. 150,000 views. So just in the time I've been making this video, another 5,000 views up. And look at what YouTube's done to the video. There is nothing wrong with this video. I didn't show any graphic imagery. I didn't even cuss in this video, I don't think. I just explained that there's people trying to provocate, you know, trying to scare us, intimidate us. And look at what YouTube does to my video. Wait, hold on. Watch this. If you try to watch this video, YouTube gives you a warning. The following content has been identified by the YouTube community as being potentially inappropriate. You know, that is just pure bullshit. Right now, YouTube, which is run by these same Freemasons and Zionist Jews, right now this video is getting trolled. People just leaving racist remarks, hateful remarks. Understand what YouTube is. It is run by your Freemasons and Zionist Jews. Anytime you see a video with big views, you know, they let it happen. They keep down most videos. This video has likely been seen by millions of people, honestly. Because people just know how bizarre this story is. This is the most views a video of mine has ever gotten. But you know, in the past, when I've had videos be successful, YouTube has done this before, put the censor warning, and then hours later what they've always done is deleted the video and then given me a strike. And that might happen yet still. I want to show you something funny about YouTube that happened to me recently. My account's not in very good standing right now because I've gotten so many strikes, all wrongfully. Look at this little order of events. April 5th, I shared this video put up by another channel. Another channel made a video showing how they had been unsubscribed from my channel. They had to keep resubscribing because YouTube kept unsubscribing them. A lot of people report this about my channel. And he also showed how the videos I was uploading, they weren't showing up in his feed. Once he subscribed, he couldn't even see the videos I was uploading. So I uploaded this video to show people how my channel's suppressed. Look at what YouTube did to the next video I uploaded. There was nothing wrong with this video. What did YouTube do? They removed it and striked me. And then they sent me a letter that this video was hate speech. And they sent me that letter the next day on April 7th, or 7/4. Look at this. This is all a sick joke. Hate equals 74. What's really going on here, if you've never read George Orwell's 1984, it's all about doing the opposite of everything. And this is how the Zionist Jews rule over. Everything is the opposite. War is peace. You know, strength is weakness. They call me the hate speech person, and what am I doing? I'm trying to show people how the hate's being manufactured. Here I showed their propaganda about ISIS and also the significance of John Glenn having his funeral on the date he had it after his death months earlier. But this is what YouTube's all about. YouTube doesn't stand for the truth. YouTube's part of the Zionist Jew network, you know, trying to program hate, division, lies, tyranny. It's not YouTube. It really is JewTube. And that is a fair term to call it. It should be called JewTube because that's 100% what it is. And if you're getting mad at me or thinking that's wrong that I'm saying that, do you know who's responsible for all of this stuff over the years? The Jews. The Jews and no one else. Or the Jews and all the people who sell out to them. But this is what it is. You know, I should be able to call out the Jews because the Jews are responsible for the terrorism and the tyranny. Here, I'll give you a little lesson on the Jews. Look up their holiday Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av 911. That's to remember the destruction of the two temples. Solomon's temple and the temple that was rebuilt. Solomon's temple, 68. Hey, what year did World Trade Center construction begin in New York? Did it begin in 1968? It sure did. The same year 911 was made the national emergency dialing code. The same year World Trade Center construction began. The same year George W. Bush graduated from Yale and Skull and Bones, whose birthday's 68 days from September 11th. See, our whole history, it's by the numbers. This whole gematria thing's a Jewish practice. Freemasonry is all based in Jewish history. Solomon's temple. You see? So anyway, I don't got anything else for now, Truth Seeker. We'll see if they strike this video for hate speech, for exposing their ongoing tyranny. Hundreds of years in the making. Until next time, Truth Seeker.